the podcast. We are ESPN for reality dating and pop culture. I'm one of your hosts, Andy Erikson.
I'm Max Fox.
And today we're joined by Chip Pope.
Hi.
What's going on, Chip? Good to have you.
Wasn't that such a good intro? I'm so professional.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
I like that was great.
Love it.
So how's everyone doing? Anybody have anything insane happen to them this past week?
Wow,
boring.
Past I did. It's my birthday today.
Ooh. Happy birthday.
So I get to do whatever I want.
You did it.
And last week I did a crowd work open mic, and I ended up just like yelling and screaming at the audience, like I told people to F off, and I was like, boo me, I don't give a shit. And I got like 26,000 views, so it's like this video that has no substance whatsoever, just me yelling. I'm like, oh, it is true.
Wow.
You just have to yell.
I mean, I think you figured it out. You got to keep doing this. You're going to be famous.
Yeah, except I did have a friend who was like, people, man. My friend's like, is this what you do now? And I'm like, no.
And nice. You're like, yeah, this is the new me.
Right?
Yeah, move over.
You don't have enough time. You're just like, yeah, let's do a Q&A. Yeah,
Yeah, so this guy, you look stupid. That's great, man. You're an insult comic now. You're a crowd work guy.
Andy, the insult comic.
That's cool.
I
got a flat tire.
Oh yeah.
You could if you tried. I got a flat tire. I was driving to No, it was actually 100% my fault. Apparently, so I got a flat tire. I pulled over into like a gas station. I literally looked up a YouTube video for how to change a spare tire out. And then I got a new tire at this like place, and the guy was like, "You need all new tires. Like all these tires are like so old, and they're all about to break." And I was like, "All right." So I just got all new tires. But like I didn't know tires only last 4 years. I don't know. There was no warning. There were warning signs. I kind of ignored them. But it would be nice if like someone's like, "Hey, watch out, tires last 4 years." But that fucking sucked.
You used to do the old penny test. You put a penny in the tread, just see that. But now there's no penny. You can't put like bitcoins in there. But you'd see like Lincoln's head, if you saw like Lincoln's forehead or something, your tires were bad. That was the test. Yeah.
Damn.
If you saw Lincoln's hat, you're like, oh
yeah,
shit. These are real bad.
Wow. I'm about to die.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
If you saw John
what about
Wilkes
you, Chip?
Booth
Anything crazy happened this weekend?
Look out.
That is a cool part of a penny, is if you look hard enough.
Yeah, you can't see that. I went up to Ojai before the weather happened. Ojai, the cool town. I used to think it was in Hawaii. I used to have a boss that goes, "We're going to Ojai for the weekend," maybe like 15 years ago, and I thought he was flying his family to Hawaii. I thought it was in Hawaii, but it's really just an hour and a half north of here. But I went to see my ex-boyfriend.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, you would love it. It's great. It's like Los Angeles is where people with no money pretend to have money, but Ojai is like where people who have money pretend to have no money.
Okay.
But, so it's like that kind of thing. But my ex is 30, and a little young for me. But he was all like down in the dumps because he does like all stuff online and stuff. And so all these people were saying that he looked like young Sheldon. And so he was kind of like and I was like, that's what, and I'm like, wow.
Oh my God.
But I was like, well, the kid who plays young Sheldon is probably 30, so it's not really such an insult.
Yeah.
That's
Sure.
amazing. Oh my gosh.
He also has to think about like what has he done to contribute to looking like young Sheldon.
Right, that's true. Yeah, I think it's the hair with
Does he just have like the haircut? Okay.
Yeah,
He
I
gets
think
the
it
same
might be the
haircut every
haircut.
time.
And he was just like going, I've got to get a haircut.
Oh, wow.
You know, so that's probably a young Sheldon episode. Or I don't know.
That's so funny. Every day of his life, he just is another episode of Young Sheldon. He like can't stop it.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. So you decided to go to
So
Ojai
funny.
to make him feel better because you felt like you looked like young Sheldon. Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, I wouldn't have gone if I knew that beforehand. No, I was just rolling with it.
That's great. That's awesome. All right. So next up on the podcast is the topics. And we'll go through the topics. We'll have 2 minutes to talk, and then I will play this bell at the end of 2 minutes, and you can keep talking, but it's just kind of, we like bells. Max just insisted. It's kind of weird.
Did the bell not work?
Oh, fuck. I'm so dumb.
Are the bells not working now?
No.
They're working.
There it is.
Okay, so they're working. Okay, gotcha. Awesome.
Cool.
But yeah, so like we're gonna try to just do 2 minutes on each topic, and then we'll probably go over. But let's cool. All right, you want to kick it off, Andy?
Yes. So Taylor Swift came out with a new album. She announced it at the Grammys, and it's called The Tortured Poets Department. So what I'm just kind of wondering, I'm wondering about this school that these tortured poets are at, and just wondering what the name means and what we can expect from Taylor Swift, because in my mind it's like,
that's so funny.
in my mind it's like, okay, what are there, like disgruntled mimes to the disgruntled mime department, or like or the well-adjusted comedian department, I guess. It's like, you don't need tortured. Poets are all fucked up. So that's my hot take on Taylor Swift.
That's so funny. There's no like well-adjusted poets. Well-adjusted poets fucking suck. Like, they're just like, what do they even write about? Like having dispensable income and like going to like tier 1 and like having good communication habits with their like spouse. When you sent this to me, I read it too fast. I have like this anxiety thing where I'm trying to read things super quickly. And I thought it said tortured pets, and I was like, nice. That is a cool direction to go in, Taylor. This is super weird. I'm like, awesome. Just every track list is a different pet, just like waterboarded, aardvark, and like just sleep deprivation puppy.
I just think, it's the regular, it's her playbook. It's the middle school to high school playbook, you know. Nobody understands me. I mean, it's getting a little long in the tooth now that she's 47 or whatever. But, you know, it's just like, no one understands me.
Shots fired.
It's like, no one knows how I feel. 14 million likes. I think they know how you feel. 14 million likes. So
we that's a funny observation, because like I feel like her last album was very like fun. Like the Eras tour was all about like friendship bracelets and like having a good time, and now it's like moody, and it's like it is literally like going from like middle school is all like friendship bracelets and like we're having sleepovers, and then like start to like hit puberty, and they're like, oh, no one gets me, man. I'm tortured. Everything's in black and white.
a lot of the artists do that playbook, or one's really sad and one's really fun and one's really sad and one's really fun, and you just have to go like Beck maybe. You have to like go on the fun tour, or you're gonna have a bad time.
It is moody. It's so moody. It's like it looks like the picture really does look like one of those weird perfume commercials where it's just like people
Yes.
like upset hot people like lounging in underwear.
Yeah.
I wonder how this is going to affect like the Swifties. Like the demeanors might change, go from like the bracelets to like I don't know.
I don't know why I was like butt plugs. That makes no sense.
Butt plugs?
I don't know why.
Like the glowing ones, the glowing ones.
Sure, that's what I use, I guess.
Nice, solid choice.
No, they're
so funny.
blowing up. Gay Instagram is just full of guys doing exercises and bending over, and they're wearing like the sheer Nike leggings, and the butt plug is like glowing. And I don't know, maybe it's just my feed, but that's what's happening now.
It's a nice
gay Instagram.
It's a fun surprise.
Yeah,
just someone in a job interview, and they stand up, and it's like glowing through their Armani suit.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
But can we double back for a minute though about how I love how Taylor Swift acts like she does already have 14 Grammys, where when she wins and it's just like that. You mean?
Yeah, dude.
It's getting hard to pull that off now. Like it's been 14 times.
Yeah.
But maybe it's just that performers have such low self-esteem that anytime it doesn't matter. That's why you get into show business. And that's why you stay in show business. Not me. I'm cured. I'm fixed.
Yeah.
But she's just like, I didn't know. Is this an award show? In the meantime, Beyonce has to just sit there and watch it. I feel sorry for Beyonce. All the stuff she has.
Oh my God.
It's just, she's sitting at the show, and like the opening act is like Dua Lipa on a jungle gym, just like a deranged Pilates instructor. Beyonce just has to sit there like, yeah, okay. Why did I come to this? So
that's so funny. Yeah, I love that. Like it is so fake when people are like, "Oh my God, me? How? I did not see." It's like, yeah, it was always gonna be you, dude. Like you're way too successful. Like your agent told you like 3 weeks ago that it was gonna be you.
Right.
It's so fake. Like, why can't they just be like real? Why do they have to like play it up? Why can't you just be like, oh yeah, cool, thanks for this. It's like I don't feel anything. Like I win this and my heart rate doesn't move.
That's what I like. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I liked. Yeah, like SZA or Miley Cyrus, they were just kind of going with it, and I like that attitude.
Yeah.
And Taylor Swift's just like putting in an ad for her album, like fucking brilliant. But like totally. And then I was like, fucking, I'm like going to Twitter now. I'm like, dang it, or Instagram, wherever she posted it. But yeah.
She's pretending that this wasn't like just a huge campaign for her ad, for her like album.
Yep.
She's like, oh, I won. That's so weird. Also, like, random, but like, my album's coming out tomorrow, and like, this actually works out really well because please go buy it. I don't know if a lot of people are gonna get it, so.
Right. I was hoping for 14 million, but if it's 13 million, that's fine.
I'm not doing it for the money.
Yeah.
I hope we don't get Swifties coming after us after this comes out.
The award shows are just. I wish they would televise like the plumbing awards or the Chamber of Commerce. Because it just promotes the industry. That's all it really does.
Yeah.
I want to see all the other televised award shows televised. I would love that.
Right. The New York City Development Contractors Award.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Fascinating. Who's the Taylor Swift of the New York contractors?
Yeah, just municipal jobs. That's so funny. Cool beans. All right, let's keep the fun going. You know, Andy,
Right.
can you pull up the the picture
Yes.
of the?
Is this the one?
Yes. So Shane Gillis is going to host SNL after being fired in 2019. And I guess my question is Shane the first in a long line of SNL hosts that aren't that famous? Like, is he like a pioneer of hosts that are like not famous? Because it's just so funny to me that like he's the like I think he's hilarious. Like I love Shane Gillis, but I think it is funny that like he's the first person to host SNL who's like, man, I think this is going to be really good for my career. Like everyone who hosts SNL, it's like they're already famous, and the show like is a publicity for like something. But Shane's the first one who's like, this is going to be great for my podcast.
Totally.
I know. I'm certain. Yeah, it's like everyone's gonna wonder like who this guy is, and the only thing he's known for is like being racist enough to not get a job.
Yeah.
But which does make it seem like I think SNL just wants the controversy because everyone's talking about it. Honestly, that's I mean, but I also like if they're gonna have comedians on, fucking yeah. If they had Nate Bargatze, let's get on freaking I don't know. Maria Bamford, let's
Scovel,
go,
man.
Yeah, Rory Scovel, let's go. Let's do comedians.
Dude, that'd be so funny if Rory Scovel did it and his like monologue was just improvised.
I would love it.
Dude. Absolutely.
Oh, it's just interesting on Saturday Night Live. Just I'm not sure who their audience is. Because because it doesn't matter. They'll have Trump. They'll have they'll say they're skewering both sides. It's clearly a left, for the left, and so I don't know. It's just interesting how they try to stir the pot because it's like they'll have Trump. Then they would have they had what's her name, President Nikki. The other day, and it's just like now Shane Gillis. It's like who's next?
It's all over the
Luke
place.
Bryan. I don't know. I was trying to think of who. I can't. Drawing. Noah Kahan. I don't know these people that you hear of.
Yeah. What was that? What was that? Disgrace. Dianne Feinstein.
Oh yeah.
Toby
Keith. Totally. Diane.
Disgraced Congresswoman Dianne Feinstein, who
hosting SNL.
Her salary as a congresswoman was $130,000, but she owns over $15 million in property, and it's like,
whoa.
Oh, did you get like a side job? Did you work at like Urban Outfitters for a little bit, or were you like bribed excessively?
Flipping. She did it flipping.
Yeah. Just some Bitcoin stuff. But yeah, I like read into too much of this stuff, but the reason Shane is hosting it is he stayed like really good friends with Lorne Michaels after he got fired. And Lorne like tried to help his career because like when Shane got canceled, that was the first time Lorne like experienced like cancel culture. So he didn't like really understand it, and I think he just doesn't agree with it. So I think like this was like a vendetta for him to be like, I think it's dumb, and like he's gonna host now, so like fuck you guys. But I don't know. I think it's cool.
I don't have any skin in the game. I don't know who the guy is. I'll watch it though.
And he just got a. Oh really? He just got a. What is it? He's being promoted by Bud Light now. He's their like. He's their new. He's the new face of Bud Light. Which also I don't think they understand their fan base.
Bud Light. No, my opinions on Shane Gillis are whoever's listening to me right now, it's the same opinion as you. That's where I've decided to go.
Dude, he's very polarizing. Yeah. I posted on my Instagram that article you showed, but I didn't say anything. So it could be like, I'm like, you interpret this as you will. It's like, I don't want smoke, you know?
Yep. Don't go looking at our past.
Yeah.
Just stay away.
I'm like, yeah. Some people like commented and were like, dude, what the fuck? And other people were like, yo, Shane's hilarious. I'm just like, it's like art. Like you interpret it as you will.
Yeah.
Yes, racism
you gotta
is art.
solve it now. You know,
Yeah,
look at Trevor Noah's monologue. Trevor Noah's monologue was basically like, Meryl Streep is here. What a legend. You know, that's the monologue now. So
yeah,
you gotta follow it.
Yep, boring.
Yeah. Just trying to. Yeah, wow, I hate that.
It's like it's the Grammys with Meryl Streep.
Right.
It's like okay.
yeah, it was. All right, Angie, you want to do the next one, which I think is hilarious.
Okay, I'll pull up the image. A Kentucky groundhog died on Groundhog's Day. So that
so fucking insane.
Yeah, because here's my thoughts.
Is that the one that died?
I don't know, but I think so. I hope so. Yeah. So he died on Groundhog's Day, and it's like I'm kind of nervous because like if a groundhog sees his shadow, it means like, oh, there's 3 more weeks of winter or whatever. But like, what if the groundhog dies? Like, what does that mean for our weather? Like we're fucked.
I mean, have you seen the weather recently in LA? Like, this is what happens
when the groundhog.
Right?
I love that
downpour.
Song.
I love
Who
that.
does he leave behind?
So funny.
I feel sorry for the family.
Yes.
They just got a new
so
hole.
many like illegitimate kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a dangerous job. It comes with the territory. You know, high fatality rate. But I think it's so crazy. There have been like so many things that are like these apocalyptic bad omens recently. Like everything, like this downpour is insane, and like I feel like there's just been so many in the past like few years, and then like this is like the worst one, where like you just like it died. Like that's insane. To just like in my head, somebody like found it dead. How did they find it? Did they like? Were they like, where is it? And they pulled it out. Like, oh my god! Like,
right. Groundhog's dead.
Yeah. Was it in a cage? Did they die while doing?
They're like, all right.
Predicting.
Yeah, I want to know how they found it, because it is horror. Yeah,
natural causes.
At least it didn't like suicide. Yeah.
I think he died in a car accident.
Yeah. Yeah, drunk driving.
Yeah.
Was it like Tiger Woods where he's going to
his family was like, he should have been here by now. He should have been here. Where is he?
Yeah. Yeah. He's just in like he's in the crack house like shooting up, just like in the corner.
Okay, this needs to be a movie.
No. Dude, maybe it's a conspiracy theory. You know, maybe it's like, did he die? Or was he murdered?
Podcast.
Yeah. Oh my god. Investigate. That's so. Yeah, it is horrifying and like so crazy. This is like the final. Like I think the end of days are near. When like the fucking Like this is like what's more horrifying than the dead groundhog?
I think it was drinking. You know, he's bitter about Puxatawny Phil being like the big groundhog, and so so
I used to be somebody.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, horrifying. Rest in peace. Was it Puxatawny Phil? Was that the guy who died? Or are there like multiple groundhogs?
Oh no. That was the big one from like Groundhog Day, but I don't remember the other groundhogs.
I thought there was only one, but not in the world, but like predicting. Anyway.
Well, now there's a new one.
No.
There's a new
praises. Yeah.
There's a new sheriff
maybe
in town.
Killed him. He was next in line.
The showgirls.
Wow. It's like House of Cards.
Yeah.
Like a Tanya Harding thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so funny. All right, shall we move on?
Yes, I'm excited to hear about NASCAR.
Said nobody. This is the thing I even thought about not doing because it's so like layered. But so Netflix has like this documentary series on like F1. Can you pull up a picture of the F1 cars?
I don't.
And it was like it became super popular, and it's like on its third season, but it brought like people in the U.S. weren't huge fans of F1, and then this thing came out, and then everyone's a huge fan, and it's really cool. There's like tons of money in it, so like everyone who goes to these F1 events are like either rich or super hot, and they do it in like Milan. It's like this whole like party. All the drivers are like super hot. It's this like super like fabulous, like very like commercially viable thing. It's awesome. It's fucking awesome. And the same people who did that now started doing a series on NASCAR, and like it's the complete opposite. Like every NASCAR driver is like chubby and probably racist, and all the cars are, and like the track is like a circle, and like F1 it's like this hard thing. People die like every year because the tracks are so crazy, and then NASCAR is just like a circle. And the two documentaries are so different, and I hate the NASCAR one because it's horrible. It's just like the drivers, like they don't do anything interesting. They just like drop their kids off, they go to work, they all look fat, they're all chubby and fat. All the F1 drivers are like super in shape because it's like really high stakes. Look at that, that's a cool car, that looks like science was involved. And then the NASCAR cars just look like an average car that like is a Lyft, like you use it for like Uber and stuff. And it is gross and shitty. And can you show a picture of the NASCAR driver versus the
Cheese it?
there? Yeah, see, look, cheese it. That's stupid. Like it's junk food and candy. It's like that car. That's like a Hyundai. That's like a Corolla.
Hyundai.
Can you show the picture of the drivers?
I don't know if I have them
like
side by side.
Wait, I sent you this picture. Oh, no worries. There's this picture of all the F1 drivers together, and they look like they're beautiful.
Models.
Look at that. Look at that cheek structure.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And jawbones.
Okay.
And then the NASCAR drivers are just like, looks like their names are all Earl.
Yes. Lumpy bags of potatoes.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that dude.
Wow.
What's he eating? Why? I don't know. Do you guys have anyone in your life or family who kind of looks like a NASCAR driver?
Actually wearing a Fat Boy. Yeah, oh yeah, I do. I'm from Texas.
Fat Boy.
So there's
which
plenty.
Is for, oh really? Is that like the average kind of body fat index of like relatives in Texas?
Yeah, oh yeah, 45%. Yeah, it looks like
half.
The body type is, you know how when you were a kid and you had that, maybe y'all didn't, y'all were too young, but we used to put like potato, you take a potato and put it in some water on the windowsill with like 4 toothpicks to kind of hold it in the glass. And so that's kind of the body type. That's what the bodies look like. And
just a bloated potato.
Texas. Yeah, just the potatoes and the toothpicks, 4 toothpicks.
Oh, fun. And that's like a Midwestern thing too, isn't it, Andy? Like just like a lot of cushion.
Oh yeah, and my relatives, actually, you mentioned that NASCAR. Yeah, you described NASCAR fans, and that is my family, and yeah, very racist. So that tracks.
That's so crazy.
Yes.
Tracks.
What is it about like parts of the country that are racist that are also like kind of overweight and like eat cheese a lot?
Yeah.
Does racism need like padding? You know, comfort food.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, you have a
Lettuce
lot of
kills
time to
racism.
think. But you have a lot of time to think about races when a racist, being racist at the race when you're
Yeah,
sitting there
just
watching
ruminate.
5 hours of a left turn. It's just is that which one is it? Is it a
Yeah.
left turn or the right turn? I'm not sure.
Oh,
Which one is it? It's just,
we were talking about this. I think it's a left
Yeah.
turn.
okay, well there
I
you
think
go.
Yeah,
so.
it's a left turn. Yeah, you don't get a lot of blood circulation when you're just watching cars go vroom vroom real fast.
Totally. Eating a box of Cheez-Its.
Yeah, oh, man. That is so gross. But it's weird to think about. That is like the majority of America. Like the middle of America is so much bigger than like the coast. And like most people are just like so fat.
Yeah. And that's normal. Yeah. Yeah, they think that we're crazy in California. So crazy with your health and your good skin. You know, it's like, wow, you're nuts.
You're fucking out of your goddamn mind.
Yeah.
It's all about hating yourself and doubling down and like eating Cheez-Its. That is funny though. It's like it's either there's like two sides of the spectrum. Nobody's like normal. No one's like just like naturally like healthy. It's either like in LA where people are like it's like toxic how much people care about their health. Or it's like in the Midwest where people are like literally trying to kill themselves with cold cuts. I feel like that's a European thing to have like just like a good diet with like no preservatives or anything. You just eat off the land and you're like in pretty good health. But in America, it's like there's no room for that.
Yeah.
It's funny because this morning I ate just pieces of lunch meat for breakfast. I literally just grabbed it out of
Dude,
the
that's
fridge.
why I love that. Dude, I've eaten pieces of prosciutto for breakfast before. If it's in the fridge, I'm like, that looks really good.
Why not?
Why not, man?
You
Get
took
some
a cute and
nitrates.
charcuterie.
Charcuterie. Dude.
It's my birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Andy. Can't say that enough. Did you want a birthday charcuterie board with like candles sticking out of like
yes
some bologna?
Whoops.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Sorry. I started watching a movie. Just watching a movie.
Wow.
It's my birthday.
So rude. Just talking to people and you're like, I'm just gonna check out like Zootopia real quick.
You go.
This is boring.
No, you guys are great.
Thank you. You're also great, birthday girl. Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. If you want to watch Zootopia, like you do you, man. This day's about you. All right.
I love it. Let's all watch Zootopia and
you
then play that
only turn
Pokemon
23
game.
once.
Yes. Watch party.
Mm-hmm.
And did you want to talk about your thing now?
Yes. Oh, the rain?
Death River?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So 37 million people are at risk for flooding from blockbuster California rainstorm. Which is weird because like I was asking Max, I was like, it's not really pop culture, but then it is because it's like it's all everyone's talking about. And it's just becomes this huge phenomenon. It's like everyone's terrified. And then they'll show like videos like that are like horrible and cars are underwater and people are in boats, and then they won't reveal that like, oh, it's actually in the foothills of Colorado until like the end of the video where you're just like terrified the whole time. It's like, no, don't worry, this isn't happening outside my door, Mom. Stop calling, we're fine.
Yeah.
Like, right. Steel Beach.
Does that say Steel Beach, California?
Yeah, I went down there once.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's below
are there seals there? Okay.
This is where you.
That's so crazy.
This is what happens.
Well,
you find out they're like Crescent City, and they're like, "Where is that?"
Oh. Windsor.
That's so crazy. I guess all those places are at like super low like elevation.
Mm-hmm.
That's so crazy. This is insane. Part of
I
me
don't
wants to
like
be
it.
like, whatever, dude. Like, I do think in general, people in LA freak out about rain, or they're like perplexed. Like, I'm from like New York, where like we just get seasons. And like I remember when I first moved here, it was raining, and my roommate was just like staring at the rain, like in the door, like outside my door, and just staring at it like he'd never seen it before. Like it was
That's
like
what I
what's
do.
that thing called, the aurora borealis, where it's just that like shimmering green in the sky, like the
Yeah.
same way someone would like longingly look at that. He was like, just like, what is this? And, like they get like people in California just get so scared of rain, where it's like, I'm like, dude, it's like just water, right? Like it's like just like water, like literal water. People are like, what is that? It feels so much like water. We better like fucking overreact.
Well, it's
But
got to be
that
like
being
an
said, this is
atmospheric
insane.
river.
Yeah, an atmospheric river. It's like, what? That sounds like some kind of magic. Something.
Yeah. At the gym, not bragging when I go, but there's like this woman, Maggie is her last name. I don't know, the NBC lady. I don't think she owns anything with sleeves because she's kind of buff and she never wears sleeves. But when it rains, she like puts on the sleeves. It's like very solemn, almost like on the Grammys when Lenny Kravitz was wearing his like sad leather when they had Lenny Kravitz announce some of the dead people, and it was just like he had like, grief nipples that were just like shining through the.
I love sad leather
or whatever it was. It was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, those are her sad.
They do that.
Her like in
they know when it's serious. Yeah.
Yeah. These sleeves are in memoriam of
Bring
dryness.
the sleeves out. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, it's very yeah. Ceremonial sleeves. Dude, that's so funny. Lenny Kravitz being like, has anyone seen my sad leather? I'm doing the in memoriam.
Totally.
His stylist being like, so this is what we were thinking. This is like some nice sad leather. And he's like, oh wow, yeah. It does look exactly like leather, but like now I get it. Like it's ceremonial. It's my sad leather, and then my nipples are out. It's the same time. It's the same way that like people fly the flag at half mast. He just like his nipples are out, but they are covered by lace. So it's like a nice in between. It's like, this is what dead people would have wanted, is me to just be. It's like, oh my god, he was such an inspiration. Like, sad leather is so funny. I could see that. I could see like All Saints having like a sad leather jacket. Where it's just like, it's a little darker than regular leather. Wow.
Totally. Los Angeles funerals.
That's so funny. Yeah. People are just so hot. It's just, they're so sweaty because it's leather.
So, huge announcement. We're going to be following Love is Blind starting next week. It airs, Chip is so excited. It airs February 14th. So that's our plan, is to cover Love is Blind. So we've kind of been like snooping on them to like see what we can expect from these future blind people. So I've never seen the show.
I'm not blind.
Kidding. All right.
Love is fuzzy. Cool, though. Yeah, that's so funny. I love that on the second season of Love is Blind, there was at the end, have you seen the show before, Chip?
Yes, I have. Andy made me watch it. No, I'd seen it before.
I don't know if you remember or you saw the second season when there was a couple and they see each other for the first time, and the girl was like clearly like, yo, no. And it was like super awkward because the guy was like, I'm so excited to see you. And the girl was like, I actually think I rushed into things. And it was so funny because like that one instance proved that like love is not blind. Like love is very much like conditional. Like love could not be more conditional, especially on looks. Like maybe when you're like it's just, I just love that the whole show premise was like proved wrong.
It's Like,
No, I was
Love
watching
has
it with my
20/20
ex.
vision and bifocals.
Yes. I was watching it with my ex, and he had it was on so loud, and he was trying to talk to me, and I couldn't hear what he was saying, and he goes, "You should go on Love is Deaf." And I was just like, okay, I gotta get out of this.
Love is yeah. That's yeah, wow. All right, that's intense. It's a lot of finality to that.
Mulder.
Oh man. I wanted to do a Love is Blind show, but with smells, where people would fart into tubes and then you'd smell each other's farts.
Oh
and then you would decide based on the fart smell if you want, because you have to smell
That's
farts
like
for the
something they
whole
would
time.
do in Jackass.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So you pick your boyfriend or
Oh,
girlfriend.
yeah.
Hypothetically.
Sorry, guys.
Love has no sense of smell.
Oh my gosh.
I thought they should do Love is Deaf, and it's just two people on sides of the wall and they're just yelling and they can't hear each other.
So true.
Great.
My parents do that.
All right, so that's good. And they're in love, right?
Yeah.
So
at a certain age, you're just like doing it.
yeah.
Yeah, they're in there. They're in the game.
All right. So
Yeah.
all right. So I found this Instagram post where they asked them some questions and they wrote out their answers. Let me grab the post, and it's kind of hard to read. But the key to my heart is, and the first person's like, a guy that will love my little brother like his son, but like I read just little brother. It's like, you want someone that loves your little brother? I'm like, what?
Guy that will love my little brother like his own.
Oh, like
not
his
like
own,
his
yeah.
son, like his own.
Okay.
Yeah, like his son. That would be like a very specific kind of feeling you would have towards
that
your
is straight
like,
up porn. But it's just like, I'm stuck in the dryer with stepbrother.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, that's totally like that kind of like.
I want you to love me like you love your stepmom.
Yes.
These are all like things I would read on like someone's Hinge profile that would lead me to immediately like go to the next profile. Like Chipotle and Flaming Hot Cheetos, like, were you fucking
That's
kidding
for
me?
Andrew's fart show right there.
Yeah.
That's great.
Love is disgusting.
Okay. All right. What's the key to
Desire
your
and
heart,
understanding to
Chip?
I like the last
creative.
one. That was cute. It's cute.
Yeah.
Being
Desire
creative.
and
That's
understanding
cute,
to
though.
be creative.
That one's
Yeah.
cute. The
Yeah,
best on
I
that
like
show, though,
That
the key to my
that'd be
heart, I
good,
don't
yeah.
know if I have one. But
Yeah, seriously.
on that show, it's great when they're deciding between two people. That's my favorite. It's because it's like, how do you don't know what they look like, and so you're really taking a 50-50 shot, you know. And you're sitting there going,
Oh God,
she won't like that one, but she will like the looks of that other one. But that's the thing; none of them are like Cyclops or anything. You know, you can't be that disappointed
dude,
with it.
I've been saying that for so long.
You know, they all look. Yeah,
that's the thing. Well, there was the last season. They had some people who it was very clear, like they brought you on because you are ugly, and they want like some chaos. But like none of them made it through. None of the ugly people made it through. At the end of the day, it was all just hotties, and I was like, this sucks. Like I feel like the point of the show is to like show that love is blind and that people are like falling in love with people who like are like objectively unattractive. But I don't know.
Yeah, with women, it seems like a lot on those reality shows, the ones that are most stereotypically attractive are just like that kind of like, I like it, I like y'all, and what I like about y'all, and you know, and so they probably know that they're picking a hot one.
Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah, they all sound like they work in PR.
Totally.
Yeah. You just
you can tell that is funny. Like someone talks. Yeah, if they talk like that, you're like, oh man, she must be what a babe. What do
Oh,
you
man.
do? Work out?
No, never.
Yeah, that's also like the unfair question is they're like, how much do you work out? And if someone's like, not that much, it's like gross, like not good. But like
Totally.
it always
Right.
comes to that where they're like, do you work out? Like, oh yeah, I love the gym. It's like, oh me too. It's like, okay, well
Yeah.
these two are clearly gonna obviously
Go to the gym together.
Which equinox? Which equinox? You know, you can lead the
yeah.
question.
Oh, you do the one in West Hollywood?
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
one?
It's like, oh, you do the one in Beverly Hills? Wow, that's the hottest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's like 24-hour fitness. Okay, we're done here.
Ooh, you go to Blink? Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
All right, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. They answered
But
what's
what's the
been the
key to your
hardest
heart,
thing about
Andy?
traditional
Andy,
dating?
Andy,
Yeah.
what's the key
Andy,
to
what's
your
the key to your heart?
Oh my gosh. People. Well, I'm like people. I want to date multiple people. No, like no.
You're married.
This is just no. I know. The
I was
key
about
to my
say that shit. Like, oh, weird. Should have included that in your wedding vows.
Yeah, it's like the key to
I vow to sleep with multiple people.
The key to my heart, like, I mean, what was it? Like originally, like it was I wanted them to be funnier than me, so it was really hard to find someone because I'm hilarious.
Because you're an egomaniac.
Yes, and yeah, funnier. I wanted them to be really. I think being really funny is good, and liking Pokemon and candy.
Ooh.
And
There's a Pokemon guy on the Love Is
really
Blind one.
rich.
You would hook up with him.
Really? Oh wow.
Yeah, like Marvin or something. He's like a nerdy guy. He was fun. On the new ones.
Great.
Oh, I think I do remember that.
I love like on dating apps. What's that? Sorry about the lag.
We didn't ask Matt.
I like on dating apps.
His heart.
Oh yeah, Matt.
I don't. God, I have no idea. I don't know. Be fucking dope as shit. No, I have no idea. I don't know. Be cool. Don't be cool. Don't be crazy.
Be cool.
I don't know. I'm so
cool.
like not in the mindset. I'm like I have no interest in dating, and I've felt that way for the past like 6 months. So it's like I'm like, just go away. That would be great. Just leave me alone while I like figure out whatever's wrong with me. Like, I don't know. Honestly, like just being really grounded. That's always been like something I've been like really attracted to. It's like people who are like really grounded. And like, I feel like you don't find that when you're like hanging out with like comedians all the time or like just any kind of performer. It's this like sense of just being like really okay with who you are and like, yeah, I think that's a huge key. It's a huge green flag. What about you, Chip?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I just think it's funny. Yeah, just normal. It's hard to find in Los Angeles, but
normal, yeah. I agree. I totally agree. Yeah, I identify with that a lot.
Like heteronormative.
Just be normal.
Okay. Yeah, but it's just like it's so hard. It's like on the apps. I love the ones when they're like 55 and it says just still figuring it out. You're like, no, you figured it out. You're 55, you figured it out, and nobody wants it.
Yeah.
That's like, it's like you haven't figured it out by 55.
Why did you sign up for the Love Is Blind experiment? Why do you think they signed up?
Because they want clout. It's like, if you really want to find somebody, like, this is for sure the worst way to do it. So it's clearly not that.
Whoops.
Because you're an egomaniac.
Do they show
I don't
up on
know.
those other reality shows where they're like backstabbing each other in a mansion or whatever? Is that does the cast members, are they that popular?
I think I can't hear.
I
Can
can
anybody
hear.
else hear?
I can hear.
Sorry, Chip. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh no, I was saying on that show, do they show up? Do the cast members show up on like those shows where it's reality people are in a mansion backstabbing each other or whatever? Is this show so popular it's like a launching pad for reality people?
I think at this point it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think this coming season is like for sure. And also, I'm sure people from the last season have like gone on to like get some amount of like at least internet fame and have been able to like launch a career. So I think I think this is that. This is like this has to be a part of it. You know what I mean?
Right. Is it something
Yeah,
like Taylor
they did
Swift where I'm
the
just not aware of it?
I think that's a very good question.
They did the like season finale live for season 5 on Netflix, but there were so many people trying to watch it that it crashed it. And it did seem like everyone, all the comics and stuff I knew, everyone was talking about it and watching it. So I think it is pretty popular. I guess we'll see.
They have 1 million followers on Facebook. I mean, on Instagram, and so I'm just trying to see if they have hashtags with the people on it. But
yeah.
All the comments are like, "This was the worst season. This was the best season. This was the worst season. More women that are ready for marriage." The comments are great.
It's so unhinged.
And I skipped my worst habit. I don't know. I like
hate
this
their handwriting.
Yeah, I know. I like this question though. It's like, what's been the hardest thing about traditional dating? And they're like, I don't know, seeing the people. So it's like,
yeah. Was that one of the bombs say trying to play the
game?
Anime
trying
game?
To play the game.
Trying to play.
Yeah.
That's his game. When I like them, I don't play games. Okay. I mean, it's always going to be a game. It's never going to like.
Yeah.
This is what it is
You're
now.
On a game
like
show.
Back in the day when there were like, yeah, literally, it's so fucking stupid. I don't want to play games. This is a game, right? The show you're on is like a show that's supposed to be entertaining. Like if there was no conflict, it wouldn't be. No one would watch. Finding someone who can connect on an intimate level. People who love bomb, no sir. Oh, that person has an avoidant emotional attachment style. If they're like, I hate love bombing. Don't say you like me too fast, or I'll hate you and me.
Oh yeah.
I don't trust that person.
I know, we don't know who said these.
I don't know. We know. We'll find out. I guarantee you within one episode, you're like, oh, I know who said that one. I don't know. For me, I think the hardest part of traditional dating, I mean, I don't know. It's hard. It just is difficult and draining. Like that's what happens when you like. It's a lot to put on somebody to be like, do you want to like be a romantic partner? So it's like, it's a numbers game, and that is draining. So it's just, dating is difficult because that's how it works. That's the hardest part for me. And being like closed off emotionally for like the past year, that also gets in the way.
Yeah, that might be it. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
Everybody you like lives in Covina or something. It's difficult.
You have to drive real far.
Yeah. You usually just end up with someone because they're close geographically. It's just easier. Those are the best relationships.
You just discount so many people. Yeah.
Half a mile away. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God, a 5-minute drive. You know how amazing that is?
That's great. Yeah, I
when you're
never did
young,
the
you'll
app.
drag out
literally.
the diamond bar for some tail, but
Yeah.
you get older, you're a
Oh
little
my
more
God,
you get
dude,
more
the
practical.
trips I used to go on. Yeah, I literally on my Hinge, I said it's a 1 mile radius, and I won't. I'm not gonna change it because it's not gonna work, man. My life is exhausting. I'm not gonna take a half-hour trip to see you. Like that's gonna destroy the relationship. Like I don't think I'm gonna meet someone I like enough to drive half an hour to see.
Yes. Well, the gay apps use GPS that was developed in the Iraq War to find ass. So, they're so specific where it's just like
Yeah, thank you.
everyone's like 6 feet away. You're like, they're in my kitchen. Like, wow, but the straight
Yeah.
ones aren't quite as salty, I guess.
Yeah, Dick Cheney was the chief engineer of Grindr.
Yeah, totally. Basically.
Oh my gosh.
What about you, Andy? What was the most difficult part of dating? When's the last time you went on a date? Like 2014?
Yeah, it's been a while. Before the apps, I mean, it was like MySpace. No, I'm just kidding. No, I met Alex because I was performing on stage, and he was like, "Oh, she's funny." So I think that's what's cool about being a comic, also just being a female comic, you just kind of have to show
Yeah.
up. But yeah, just standing on stage, and then I was able to present who I was, and then Alex just kind of came to me, and then he asked me to be on his podcast, and he didn't actually even have a podcast at the time. He made it up, and then to have me be a guest on it, and then he interviewed me, and then
wow.
Yeah, then we got together. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's not just a thing for girl comics. It's like every comic. It's like that's the best place to meet people for some comics because it's like you're at your best. Like most comedians, like it's hard to be like when you get to show off, and also it's like I feel like a lot of comics like they're most themselves when they're on stage. So it's like it's just yeah, dude, like fuck. I gotta get booked more because like there was a solid like 3 years when I only met people from like getting on stage. I'm like, dude, it's either I pay $25 a week for Hinge or like I just get on these bar shows, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're up there like revealing all the horrible things about yourself, and so if somebody's into it, well, I guess they're really into it, So
yeah,
I always wonder about people that come up after that would be like, like, oh,
yeah, you just got past like 4 dates of like information.
Yeah.
I get the freaking weirdest people who are attracted to me, so I think I'm putting out a fucking weird vibe. People who send me messages and pictures and things.
What's the weirdest message you've gotten?
I mean, I've had someone leave me a drunk message just telling me that they love me. Oh, I had someone invite me to their house, just like, oh, if you're ever in this area, come to my house. And then I'm like, and do what? Like, what? You're just happy to come to your house? Oh my God. And then one time, a pilot, he was a pilot, flew to the comedy show and then offered to fly me anywhere I wanted. He's like, come with me and fly. He was like 50 years old. And I was like, oh God, what are you doing here? And it was like the other comedians were like helping me. And I was like, this is so scary.
Oh my God.
Oh, we went to France.
Wow.
That was pretty. I put like people, it's always like, God, you're so freaking weird. I want to be around someone who's weird. Or that's kind of just, or they're like, I'm weird too. And they're always normal. They're normal as shit. I'm just like, oh, wow. Anyways.
The stuff.
Yeah. Nope.
That's so cool. Funny.
This was such a long podcast, you guys. I think it says 34 minutes.
Holy shit, we're in an hour.
Yeah, mine says 34. Oh, because I stopped partway through. So yeah, this was so much fun.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Chip, you were a great guest.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, sorry, the lag. Funny. I don't know if it's, but like you're saying, it's gonna sound normal. But
the lag is.
That's how y'all wind it up. Y'all just go. This.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
So sorry.
we're working on the whole structure thing.
It's like, bye.
Let's go. Well, all right, I'm gonna close my laptop now.
Like in a Lifetime movie.
But
well,
no.
I'm done. Yeah.
And then I'm finished. Boosh. Chip, do you have anything you want to plug?
Oh, that ass. No, I
Yeah,
don't.
girl.
I gotta go do a show tonight at Akbar. How fast does this come out?
No.
Come out to Akbar.
We dropped this podcast at 3:00. So, no,
yeah.
I don't know.
It's so funny.
You know, I'm a professor at Cal State, so if you enroll in class, you know, that's where you can see me. So enroll into State College, and you'll be able to see me. Yeah.
Do you have any socials you want to
across the Southland?
Southland.
Literally
clubs that are South Cal, and that's it.
Like, clubs and colleges.
But no, Chip is super funny on Instagram. Chip is like, his stories are so funny. He just kind of narrates his life and then makes comedy about it. And Chip, I'll admit, I have
Chip, what's your
kind of I have screen captured some of your stories so I can keep them. So I'm sorry for invading your privacy, but I've saved some of your stories.
Oh
no, that's nice. I love that. No, that's nice.
Okay,
that's nice.
Okay, cool.
It's flattering.
Chip, what's your IG handle?
Chip Pope, ChipPope, Chip Pope. Which I remember a few times working with Louis C.K. He said, "What a dumb name." He would say that he would follow me. Louis C.K. would follow me and say, "What a dumb name." And I'm like, "Well,
nice.
Who came out of that one smelling like a rose?" Not me. He's probably he's still headlining Madison Square Garden.
Chip Pope holding it down for the one syllable first and last name. Max Fox.
There
you go. We out here. Just saving time for people.
Yeah.
Free yo. Free Chip Pope.
Erikson all over the place.
Awesome. But yeah, thank you so much for making time for us. You were great.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Definitely. And did you want to plug the podcast socials?
Yeah, you guys go to Get Real the Podcast on Instagram. We're also on TikTok. And now I'm excited to announce you can listen to our podcast not only on Spotify, but also YouTube, as well as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Amazon. So wherever you listen, and then you can watch on YouTube and Spotify. But yeah, guys, subscribe, follow, and listen, and let us know what you think. And watch Love is Blind. All right, bye, guys.